A question that many people are asking is the GH5 5-axis stabilization good enough to be used like a gimbal or not? Well, have a look at some of this footage and you decide for yourself. The way slowed down footage from the GH5 works like a gimbal is because when you slow down footage that hasn't been stabilized, for example like on the GH4, then you're actually just slowing down the jerks. But when you have a camera with 5-axis stabilization and you slow down the footage, the slow motion doesn't have to compensate for the jerks because there are no jerks because the camera has stabilization. That way, when you combine 5-axis stabilization with slow motion video, you get gimbal-like footage. Now, the one disadvantage of all of this is that you can't actually use the GH5 in normal speed as a gimbal. But in my opinion, the GH5 passes for a gimbal when used in slow motion. Have a look at some of the footage again, and you decide for yourself, and in the comments let me know if you think that the GH5 passes for a gimbal when used in slow motion. This was the Cinematography channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. So what we found is that when you slow down the footage and slow down the camera rate, the frames per second, to like 96 on the GH5 and have the stabilization on, you actually have some gimbal-like footage with the GH5 just because it has inbuilt stabilization. And the GH4, even though you can shoot at 96 frames per second, the feeling of the video is that it's not stable. Even though you put it at 96 frames per second, it still feels jerky. In that sense, we could say that the GH5 can give you gimbal-like footage when you slow it down, whereas the GH4 simply cannot do that. So if you ever thought about buying a gimbal, maybe you should invest instead in a GH5. That way, you can have a gimbal as well.